Hi everyone, we're the Z.E.N trio.
Hello, I'm Z.E.N.
I'm Esther.
And I'm Narek.
We are so excited to be in Sydney right now ahead of our tour for Musica Viva Australia between August 10 and 27, where we will be going all around Australia, and we have a really interesting program, including a new piece that we are premiering by Matt Lang, and we hope we will see many of you there. It's the first time for our trio to be working on a contemporary piece like this, and especially a new premiere piece. So it's been very interesting for us and an exciting process, and it's been challenging us in new and different ways. And we haven't worked with Matt yet, but we will be seeing him later today. And it's about intimate and personal disasters in miniature form. So I will definitely talk to him further about it. The piece is formatted in 5 short movements, and all of them are very different in character and in meaning. And it's been interesting for us to try to decipher each one.
Personally, me and I think also ladies support me in my love and cherishing to the Armenian piece in our program, since I'm Armenian, and I'm very proud that we are able to present a piece by great Armenian composer Armil Babajanyan here in Australia, all over Australia. So it's his trio, which was written in 1950s, so it's a Soviet era Armenian music, and very much influenced by Babajanyan's teacher Khachaturian, then also the styles of Prokofiev, Shostakovich, and the music of that period, which Babajanyan heard and learned when he was a student in Moscow Conservatory. So that piece means a lot to me. It meant a lot to me since I was a kid, and the fact that we actually recorded it before pandemic and we are able to play it and present it to Australian audience is very precious to me, and I think to our group.
Dvorak is one of the pieces we started our as a Z.E.N trio, as a trio. That's the first piece we collaborated, so it has a very special meaning. It's like our trio and our collaboration started there, and we've been from time to time constantly come back to it, and every time still feels refreshing and still inspiring, thanks to you too.
It's one of very few pieces where cello has at least an equal role in a group, because usually chamber music, cello has its very important but sort of like a fundamental role of being bass and the bass voice and everything, yeah. But in this trio, Dvorak made a pretty revolutionary choice to make cello equal in thematic material, equal to violin and piano, which is quite fascinating. We take equal turns, all 3 of us in that piece, leading it. So it's quite unique in that sense. As a cellist, I feel that very attached to that piece in particular.
Although it's called Piano Trio Number 4, but it's as known in the musicians' world, we call it the cello trio.
What's special about this tour is actually all these pieces have great meaning for us. Like Zizi was saying, Dookie is one of the earlier trios that we worked on together as a group. The Brahms that we have on this tour is the very first trio we ever played together when we met through the BBC New Generation Artists Scheme in 2015 is when we first played together. So
Wow,
that was I remember in London we met, and we recorded that trio, the Brahms trio, for BBC Radio 3. So it brings back memories from that time. And the Brahms and Dvorak, we later on ended up recording that for our first album on Deutsche Grammophon. And like Narek mentioned, the Babajanyan is very special obviously to him. But then as we discovered it and got closer with the piece, it became very special for all of us, which led us to record it for our second album, which was released over the pandemic. So, you know, all these pieces have a special meaning to us, and some of them have a longer history, and each time we revisit them, it's often feels very different and new, which is a good thing, and kind of like we're rediscovering them each time.
Actually, since we haven't seen each other since the beginning of pandemic, we noticed that the first rehearsal we had here, like after 2 years of not playing with each other and not seeing each other, that it felt like a good wine, you know, that it just aged well. So we played the pieces which we haven't touched together for more than 2, 3, and some of them like 4 or 5 years, and it just felt fantastic. It just felt that this is like exactly the stage, the development of our mental and emotional preparation for that piece. This is my, I think, third time in Australia, and every time I'm blown away by the quality and taste of coffee here. It's really fantastic, and we're enjoying coffee every day, and like by saying enjoying, I really mean it. We truly enjoy it.
Yeah, we met in 2015, and I think it's quite amazing that we are still friends.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
I know what's the most amazing thing about this group to me, Narek's jokes.
I was too humble to say that, but yes, I agree.
And we, you know, we're all active as soloists ourselves. So when we are not playing chamber music, we are off doing our own things, and so we're quite busy in that aspect. But we always make time and find time to come back together as a trio and continue with our projects in terms of touring and also recording. And I think each experience develops us, whether we realize it or not at that time. But like Narek was saying, it's kind of like wine. At a certain point, you're able to look back and see everything we've done together and how it has changed us and bettered us. And yeah, I think those memories are really valuable.
And I think what's I don't know if it's unique, but it's very rare that in our group, our trio is 3 absolutely different personalities. Like completely, you can't imagine more different personalities in one trio. But
Just
but
look
that,
at our shoes.
yeah, look at our shoes and you understand everything. You know? But that's what makes it beautiful and fantastic for us, because although we are so different, we complete each other.